Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Welcome, welcome. Here we are at it again. Hopefully we won't get into too much mischief. Maybe a little bit, not too much. Whatever. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Gauranga Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga 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 Nityananda 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 Gauranga 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 Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda 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 Gauranga Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda 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 Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Sri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Radha Radha Radha. Krishna 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 Krishna, Gaura Krishna Gaura Krishna Gaura. Gaura Krishna, Gaura Krishna, Gaura Krishna, Gaura Krishna, Gaura Krishna, Gaura. Gaura Krishna, Gaura Krishna, Gaura. Krishna Krishna, Radha, 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 Radha. Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda. Krishna, Gaura, 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 Nityananda. Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nitai, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nityananda Gaura Chandra Nityananda Gaura Chandra Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Get your feedbacks out. Let's do a little japa together. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Oh, by the way, Lalita, can you put the pizza in the refrigerator that I put it in the bag? Thank you. I don't want to get it too warm. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. See, I
In the
think
fridge or out of the fridge?
it's in with the bread. Pull it out of the bread and put it in the fridge. I forgot to do that.
Oh, okay.
It's in the bag with the bread.
Okay.
Yeah. Practical stuff. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, mm, Hare Rama,
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 Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare, Hare
Nityananda,
Rama.
Nityananda, 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 Nityananda,
Hare Rama, Hare
Nityananda,
Rama.
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Rama Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare Hare.
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Hare Krishna,
Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Krishna
Jai
Krishna,
Srila
Hare Hare.
Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai
Jai
Srila
Srila
Prabhupada,
Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya.
No.
Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai
Jaya.
Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada,
Jaya Srila
Jai
Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada,
Hare Krishna,
Srila
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila
Srila Gaura
Prabhupada,
Haridas.
Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila
Prabhupada
Prabhupada,
Devi.
Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra,
Divine
Gora
time.
Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora
Divine
Chandra,
time. Divine
Gora Chandra, Goranga,
Divine
Gora,
time.
Gora, 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 Gora,
Divine
Gora,
time.
Gora,
Divine time.
Gora,
Divine time. Divine
Gora, Krishna,
time.
Krishna, Krishna,
Divine time.
Gora, Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radha,
Radhika
Radha,
Radhika
Gora, Krishna, Gora,
Radhika
Krishna,
Radhika
Gora, Krishna, Gora, Krishna,
Radhika Shri
Gora,
Radhika
Krishna,
Hare
Gora,
Krishna
Krishna, Gora, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Ah, Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda,
Ah,
Jaya Sri Ajayata Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
mm, mm. Ah, ah. Raghunath Das Goswami. Ah, ah. This is Sri Sri Radha Sostra Sata Nam Stotram. And the last verse is this. Whoever recites these 108 names of Sri Radha that consists of all beautiful nectarian Radha Nam with great love, humility, and eagerness will certainly swiftly behold her master. Some maidservant, unable to find her mistress, has fallen on the bank of Radhakud. Crying in great anxiety, being very eager to take exclusive shelter of, of her lotus feet, glorifying her by singing the following names of her. Radha Gandharvika, the only girl desired by the Prince of Raj. Radha Gandharvika, the only girl desired by the Prince of Raj. Damodar's unrivaled girlfriend. Damodar's unrivaled girlfriend. Oh, music. Okay. Oops. Hmm. Damodar's unrivaled girlfriend, the queen who bestows fame on the Kartik month, the crest jewel of Mukunda's lady friends. Damodar's unrivaled girlfriend, the queen who bestows fame on the Kartik month, the crest jewel of Mukunda's lady friends. Who worships the sun, who belongs to the king, to King Vishnu Banu, who belongs to King Vishnu Banu, who is born from King Vishnu Banu, who is born from King Vishnu Banu, Ananga Manjari's older sister, Sridam's younger sister, Ananga Manjari's older sister, Ananga Manjari's older sister. Sridam's younger sister, Sridam's younger sister, Sridam's younger sister. the greatest, the greatest female, the greatest female. Kartida's daughter. Kartita's daughter, who is the nectarian object of her mother's affection, who is the nectarian object of her mother's affection, who is of the same age as Vishaka, who is of the same age as Vishaka. Who is dearer than life than Vishaka, who is dearer than life to Vishaka, who is dearer than life to Vishaka, who is dearer than life to Vishaka. Who is none other than Lalita's very life, who is none other than Lalita's very life. Enjoys in Vrindavan, enjoys in Vrindavan, who saves Lalita's life lakhs of times, who saves Lalita's life lakhs of times, who saves Lalita's life lakhs of times, who saves Lalita's life lakhs of times. Oh, the Queen of Vrindavan, the Queen of Vrindavan, the Queen of Vrindavan. The Queen of Vrindavan. Who is dear to Mother Yashoda as Krishna, who is as dear to Mother Yashoda as Krishna, who is dear to Mother Yashoda as Krishna. Who is as dear to Mother Yashoda as Krishna, who is the only life of the life of the cows, who is the only life of the life of the cows, who is the only life of the life of the cows. Cowherdsmen and cowherd girls of Raj. Who is the object of King Nanda's affection, who gets parental affection from Balaram, who is the object of Govinda's love, who is the object of Govinda's love, who is the object of Govinda's love. Govinda is eager to serve his Sarabi cows, who is very eager to go to Nandishvar for serving Krishna, who is very eager to go to Nandishvar for serving Krishna, who is regarded as non-different from her by Dhanista and seen in her meditations. Dhanista is Yashoda's maidservant, who is very eager to go to Nandishvar for serving Krishna, who is regarded as non-different from her by Dhanista and seen in her meditations, who is seen in Mother Yashoda's kitchen, who is seen in Mother Yashoda's kitchen, who is seen in Mother Yashoda's kitchen, whose cooked grains increase Krishna's life, whose cooked grains increase Krishna's life, whose head is smelt by Rohini, whose head is smelt by Rohini, who has bestowed a form equal to hers to Subal, who has bestowed a form equal to hers to Subal, who is very fond of Subal, who is very fond of Subal, who is nectar in Mukara's eyes, who is nectar in Mukara's eyes. Who is nectar in Mukara's eyes? Who is afraid to see her mother-in-law, Jatila? Who is afraid to see her mother-in-law, Jatila? Who smiles like the moonbeams after hearing Madhu Mangal's jokes? Who smiles like the moonbeams after hearing Madhu Mangal's jokes? Who smiles like the moonbeams after hearing Madhu Mangal's jokes? Who smiles like the moonbeams after hearing Madhu Mangal's jokes? The she-parrot of whose heart is caught in Purnamasi's cage. The she-parrot whose heart is caught in Purnamasi's cage. Who is the only life of her friends? 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 Who increases the pride of her relatives? Who increases the pride of her relatives? Who is very happy to touch Upendra's feet with her friends? Who has placed Vrinda in charge of Vrindavan's gardens? Who is known by all virtues? Who is, yeah, that's true. Who is known by all the vines, trees, deer, and birds of Vrindavan? Who is known by all the vines, trees, deer, and birds of Vrindavan? I think I don't have enough strength to go through the rest of it yet. Yeah. There's a lot of deep truths in this here. Yeah. Okay. Who is known by all the vines, trees, deer, and birds of Vrindavan. Yet she's unknown to common people. See? She's only known to the devotees. See? That was a great secret that Jesus was talking about. You know, he said, I know mine and mine know me. Devotees are the transcendental potency manifested in this world. Not everybody knows him, you know, it's very rare. But those who do, they know. They see they're known. They know devotion. See? They know bhakti. See, so they can relate to it. See? So that's why some people they hear from Guru, you know, and they awaken very quickly. Yeah, because they're looking for that. See, they only really know that, and they haven't seen it in this world. It's like Madhavendra Puri and Nityananda. They went on pilgrimage, and they met so many saintly people. You know, in India, there's always been saintly people. You know, people doing austerities and giving their lives to God, and following practices. You know, worshiping the Lord in various ways. Met so many people, and only when they met did they know each other. See, they knew, they became ecstatic. They felt like relatives. See, this is the rarity, and this is how it is for real devotees. Some devotees even just awaken from the scriptures. Sometimes people found a scripture lying on the ground somewhere, that was torn out or something, maybe by some atheists. You find it, they look at it and they it awakens their love for God. You never know. See, because the scripture is actually bhakti. The scripture is glorification of the absolute truth. Yeah, and a devotee, if they're, sensitive enough, they can pick it up. Uh, yeah. You can tell not many people really know bhakti, because of how they look at the devotees, because that's contamination. But anyway, we preach, right? We got the order and the blessing. We order Prabhupada and the blessing of Krishna. It's beautiful. It's fantastic, man, to be able to do this service because nobody else can do it. It's like the Lord engaged Madhavinda Puri to get this special scent for him. He had to go all the way from Vrindavan all the way down to Puri Puri or the other coast. It's a long trip. And Krishna said to him, hey, there's nobody else to do this, so you must do this. Okay? Basically, Prabhupada said to me, uh, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. This has my full approval. And he pointed his finger at me. You do more of this. Important. Because there's nobody. As you see, we put up the gurus and everything. It's almost like they're light years away from this. Maybe not that far. But, there's a lot of purification that needs to be done. But there are obviously devotees out there who will, when they get in touch with our Sangha, with our friends here. That's why when preaching is important, when you start to step out and they make contact here. And then they'll have some awakening, many of them, and realize, yeah. Mm. Okay. What do you think, Lilita? Give us a word.
Oh, I love this. I love this poem about Srimati Radharani so deeply, Guru Maharaj. This is really very, very beautiful. All those in this style, all this glorification of Srimati Radharani, it's the essence actually.
Mm.
We can't miss her at all. We can't. No, it's so important to glorify her, and it's indeed very, very deep to see all these. Deep truths. I don't see all of them, but I can be joyful about one for a whole time.
Yeah, you know what people they see they don't know Radha. That's the thing. Radha is devotion. See, everybody in ISKCON and basically all religion, like even Christianity, they look at historical Krishna, historical Jesus, and they don't see the esoteric message in those things. They don't see that a lot of times, this is about Krishna in you and about Radha in you. And how this relationship is stimulated in you. But people project it out there. It's Krishna and it's Radha out there and all that. But it's got to be injected inside. And as you're getting purified and self-realized, you start to see the esoteric nature of these things. And when you preach it to others who are willing to listen, it's you find out what Krishna consciousness really is. Beyond this historical thing that Krishna walked the earth, he lifted Govardhan Hill, and did all these miraculous things. You see the deeper truth about these things. Yeah, historically he was probably there. Yeah, historically Jesus was probably here. But there's a deep esoteric message, and that's why, like Jesus said, what I have done, all men must do. Like I spontaneously, when I had my like spontaneous initiations in the early 70s. I understood the esoteric nature of the crucifixion and the resurrection by experience, just by it happening, like internally, spontaneously. The crown of thorns, actually it's the opening of the crown chakra and feeling like somebody's stuck, a crown of thorns on your head, thousands of needles, just painful, and. But it was like, hey, man, this is my crown. Yeah, see the opening of crown chakra, which connects us to spirit. Yeah, go ahead.
Can it also not be painful? Because I felt all those things, but it wasn't painful.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be painful.
No.
Maybe it opened before.
Mm.
For me, it was an opening, and now I feel the needles and stuff, but it's not painful anymore. Like tinglings and stuff, and sometimes the goes up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's see where we go from here. Krishna. Oh yeah, I want to get some. Let me some Chaitanya Mongol here with Lochan Das Thakur. Hare Krishna. Uh-huh. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Boy, this is a big. It's a big parikram the Lord was on. Okay. Chapter 3. Lord Chaitanya returns to Nilachal. Gauranga gives jewels for buttermilk. In a joyful mood, Lord Chaitanya moved quickly towards Nilachal. In ecstatic love, he exclaimed, "Ha, Jagannath!" Absorbed in Krishna Prem, Gauranga moved with the determination of a lion. He was moving so fast that his associates couldn't keep up. The Lord came to a small village in the forest, and he met a cowherd boy who was carrying a pot full of buttermilk to sell in the market. Gauranga said, "Oh, dear cowherd boy, I'm thirsty. Can you give me some buttermilk?" Falling down at the Lord's feet, the boy said, "Please take this buttermilk and drink as much as you want." Lord Chaitanya drank the whole pot of buttermilk. Then the so-called sannyasi walked away. No, then, yeah, so-called sannyasi walked away saying, "You stay here and collect the money from my colleagues who are following me." The Lord moved on quickly, and the boy sat down, saying to himself, or I don't know. After some time, the Lord's followers arrived there and inquired of that boy, "Did you see a sannyasi?" The cowherd boy said, "Yes, he drank all my buttermilk. He said that you would pay for it. If you have any money, then please pay me so I can go home." Surprised, Gauranga's associates looked at each other and said, "Where will we get money? We don't have any money with us." What a pastime, huh? Interesting. The cowherd boy said, "That's all right, just forget it. Just tell the sannyasi that this was my humble offering at his lotus feet." Then the boy tried to lift his empty milk pot to go home. For some reason, he couldn't budge the pot. Removing the lid, he saw that it was full of precious jewels. You see how the Lord doesn't care about these things, and he can manifest this stuff, jewels and all. He cares about bhakti, devotion, right? You know, it's just he came to relish all these beautiful treasures of devotion to Lord Jagannath, to Krishna. Yeah. The cowherd boy ran down the road in the direction of Lord Chaitanya. He found the Lord waiting for his associates a short distance away. Gauranga smiled benevolently upon the boy. When Lord Chaitanya's associates arrived, they were happy to see that the cowherd boy had attained the lotus feet of the Lord. Gauranga said, "Hey, cowherd boy, go back home. You obtained a boon, and Krishna gave you his mercy." While walking home, the boy became invested with love of God. He danced and chanted madly. He got the real treasure, huh? Yeah, gold and jewels don't stay with you, but this does, man. See, this is forever. We got the great privilege of distributing this ecstatic devotion, which lasts forever. This relationship makes you like a goddess of fortune, you know? You become eternally bound to the Lord. Oh, ever increasing, ever fresh bliss, always hankering for more of the Lord. Just like the gopis, very lusty for God in a beautiful way, in a pure way. You know? Ah, let's see. Let's see if Tarun's here. I'm curious. Yeah, he's here. Good. Yeah, I can't see him on this thing. But yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Put this up here. Hare Krishna. Hmm. Ah. While walking home, the boy became invested with love of God. He danced and chanted madly in the ecstasy of Krishna Prem. So people don't believe that you can get Krishna Prem now. Look at the boy just got it just by doing a little service to the Lord. See? This is why it works here. People get it, a little more purification, and do a little service for for the cause here, for the parampara, get purified, and become invested with this Krishna Prem, or devotion, and increasing devotion according to your ability, because not everybody can take it. Uh, See, they were happy to see that the boy had attained the lotus feet of the Lord. What does that mean? See, he got invested with Krishna Prem, devotion, and that's how you attain the lotus feet of the Lord. Without this devotion, without Radha, without this mercy of this devotion, this Radharani potency, devotional potency, you cannot attain Krishna. See? All you got is everybody, anybody can chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But without devotion, you cannot really relish that name. You cannot taste its sweetness, its beauty, its bliss, its ecstasy without some level of attachment. That's Bhakti Lata Bij. And you only get that from a real devotee. That's why we see all these dry gurus and dry followers, because the guru doesn't have this. I was watching this video today about, the Ritvik order and all that. And, Prabhupada said that you'll be his, they were trying to, it's like a very subtle thing. And there's this controversy that are they the disciples of these gurus, or are they Ritvik, initiated on behalf of Prabhupada? There's a big thing. Whether you are or not, the point is you're both groups are Vaitis. That's what I've seen. You still need the shiksha of a real risen acharya who teaches you about these things that Prabhupada didn't even mention. That's why even the Narayana Maharaja group don't even know about the Holy Spirit of devotion. Oh, they blah, 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 blah. That's all it is. Empty, without substance. They don't even believe in the spirit of devotion, even though they see it here. So it's just blah, 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 blah. See? So they cannot appreciate the true nature of bhakti as well as the absolute truth about it. How to get it, Guru Tattva. See, they're talking Guru Tattva, but they don't understand it. They talk Maya Tattva, but they can't get out of Maya. They got the principalities, those demons, they protecting Vrindavan from them until they get real bhakti. But how do you get real bhakti? You got to come through the door. See? You got to come through the door, the authorized devotee. You go through that door. And then you get Bhakti Lata Bij. Isn't that what the books teach, about Bhakti Lata Bij? You get that from the real guru. Prabhupada didn't give Bhakti Lata Bij. How do you know? Well, look at the gurus. Look at all the devotees. They're all just still on that material level. What could Prabhupada do? You can't expect him to do, to awaken millions of or thousands of followers. You see what people, how they have to get purified here. It's not bad, but he did a job, right? He did a great service, got everything moving. And he told OBL Kapoor, his godbrother, who told me when he said, boy, you see, they're not ready, man. He said, don't worry. Krishna was just inspiring me, and this was all happening automatically. So it's the will of God, but don't worry, Krishna will send somebody. Told him that. I didn't know it would be yours truly. Who else can do the job, man? I mean, it would be nice if we had some help, right? But I think it's up to us, to get this going. Otherwise, you see where we interviewed the gurus, and you see at the level of consciousness they are, they're still trying to discuss justice. Some ideas in the modes of nature like goodness. Wow, this is a very high thing. Let's talk about justice. For an hour and a half. Boring. I mean, hey, I want transcendental topics, don't you? Transcendental, so I want to hear the glorification of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. What about you guys? Huh? I want to see that mercy in action, man. I want to see a video, Lalita getting empowered and juiced up, singing songs to her guru and Krishna and all of that. Hey, this is life. Yeah, that's still death, man. You're still dead, man. It's dead in the modes. Yeah, in that video, the Satsarup was talking about, he said, and he didn't look well, man. That guy looks like a bit bizarre, to be honest with you. We'll interview him too sometime. But anyway, he even said, my God, look at, we as gurus, look what happened to us. We couldn't do it. We couldn't handle the job. Look at all the ones who fell down. They were all down, they were just, if they're lucky, they were just by hook or crook kept themselves up, but they're all down. People don't understand. You take disciples, it's a big weight, and you become a bit crazy too from that. Without bhakti. See, that's why, the real guru has to have devotion and bhakti. Otherwise, you get a result like that, just mundane things, trying to keep things going. It's a materialistic level still, materialistic gurus, materialistic Vaishnavas. You're materialistic until devotion awakens. If you don't know about devotion, you ever hear Ajari Dev talking about pure devotion and love of God or anything, or any of them? They don't know anything about this. Even Narayana Maharaja, he didn't believe in the spirit. That's why they speculate. They believe in their minds. They believe in speculations. See, they don't believe in the purification by the Spirit, man, the baptism by the hot fire of the Spirit, man, burning away all impediments and anarthas and coverings. So when you look at these precious books, you can relish them. You can taste their nectar. That's why Lord Chaitanya came here. That's our work, is to glorify and to promote this path that he came to bring. I'm not here to do my own thing. I'm here to do Lord Chaitanya's thing. He did the best thing you can do, is relish transcendental mellows, the greatest happiness in that. It's the greatest empowerment. It's the greatest purification. It's the greatest inspiration. It's the greatest truth. How many other great things do you want to And it's the greatest of the great. It's the king of education, the secret of all secrets. And only if you come to a real associate of Lord Chaitanya can you know these secrets. And you see, we had Johan come, Christina come, Madhusudana come, Shamagori come, but they couldn't get access to these secrets because they didn't follow the process of becoming a disciple and friend. Therefore, they're out there in La La Land. You saw Johan this morning, didn't you? Do you think that's real Krishna consciousness? Bhakta Tom says, this is the real deal. You bet your little booty it is. Poor people, Lalita says, poor people all tried to find a spiritual meaning in their lives, all cheated by religion. What a waste. Yeah, people came. A lot of people left. You can go and look. Hare Krishna is a cult. One guy was watching his story. Yeah, he left. He says, "Yeah, it's a cult," and luckily, I got out. And he said the only reason he got out of it because he was a critical thinker. By his parents taught him how to think critically. See, because they were all just trying to program him that just blindly believe, just believe, just believe. Be humble, Prabhu. Be humble, Prabhu. After a while, he started to think, what's going on here? Yeah. So did he find? So the path he's on now is, well, I take a little from here and I take a little from there and I put it together and all of that. So you know, more lifetimes.
Many Vaidhi Bhaktas are mixing with other teachings,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah. Even in the group, they do that. You
Yeah.
can see because they can't get above the modes. See, the thing is, they're teaching, like ISKCON is teaching psychology classes, how to heal your wounded this and your wounded that, you, you know your inner child's and all of that stuff, all kinds of stuff like that, because they cannot just really practice real potent Krishna consciousness. They don't know how to do it. Spontaneously you go through all that kind of a healing, and then you get at the soul, which is not, you can't wound the friggin' soul, for God's sakes. It's only our material bodily concepts and all that you're wounded and all that. But when you get in touch with your soul, that's the healing. See? So people can't get above the threefold miseries, but if you practice bhakti properly, which we teach here, you will rise automatically above the threefold miseries of the body and the mind and the emotions. See, that'll all come into balance. The Lord won't see, the threefold miseries are there like a prison and like a whip to whip the conditioned souls, and to ultimately see you're suffering because you lack the grace of the Lord, the transcendental grace of connection and communion with the Lord. When you get that communion, the threefold miseries are diminished in your life. Okay? So no more heavy miseries of the body and the mind. That's why they even, what was it? One of the gurus is teaching Radhanath, teaching how to overcome the mind. Everything about except this way, some other way, discipline and all that stuff, and you'll never overcome it. No, this is the only way. The only way is to get Bhakti Lata Bees, get purified, and get this transcendental relationship awakened, get Krishna awakened in your heart, and then that's your baby, and you'll love that baby, man, because that's true love, and that will be permanent, and a baby grows up and matures, and therefore you grow up and mature. See, in your relationship. That's why how the relationships grow, from servant to friend to maintainer to beloved. Maturity, see, maturing. Just like a mature couple, they're adults now, right? And they have adult fun. Not everybody goes that far. It depends on your eternal relationship. Mother Yashoda is not interested in that. She wants her beloved son, you know. They're eternally related like that. Yeah, so these are the secrets, but I can speak this. They can come and look, look what's going on. They won't know because you got to, the Lord, you cannot mystify the Lord. He'll mystify us. Yeah. He'll put a mist there and you won't understand. What's he talking about? What's he talking about? For us, it's a no-brainer if you're a disciple and friend here. That's why I emphasize that. Come here. Don't waste my time and your time. Come here and see. I tell you right off every time. Come here and see if you want to be a disciple and friend. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and you're wasting my time. Yeah. If I would have knew that with Johann that he didn't want to be a disciple and friend, I would say, hey, Ian, you're in the wrong place. Yeah. Anyway, now we know. You don't want to be a disciple and friend. They even admit it, right? They tell you that's what I wanted him to see. I want him to act, not like act more congruent. Like if you're a hypocrite and a liar and a cheater and a stealer and a thief, I want you to act like a liar and a cheater and steal, just because that's what you are. If you're a Guru Aparati and Vaishnava Aparati, I don't want you to do it like a backstabbing thing. I want you to directly say Guru Hari Das and you're blah 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 blah. See, put it out on the table, man. And eventually he'll see it. Otherwise he won't. It's always on the demons are inside pushing him, manipulating him. He's got to act it out. Okay? Then that goes for all of them. Act out. Yeah, act out. Gohari is your biggest enemy. Yeah, he's a scumbag, and all that. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, just call the names and all that stuff. Yeah, show that the demons are working through you so that eventually you can see it. I can see it. You guys, and then also you guys can see it, and eventually they'll be able to see it because that's how it is, how it works. Poor people who tried to find a spiritual meaning in their life, all cheated, yeah, by religion, yeah. Yeah, so this is the place to come because you got to abandon if you have enough brain substance and intelligence, come here and you'll be able to abandon all varieties of religion. We'll teach you how to surrender to Krishna because you'll get Bhakti Lata Bij and your heart will want to surrender to Krishna because you'll love Krishna. He'll be born in you. Otherwise, you're going to take another birth. Just no two ways about it. I don't care how big your position is in this world. To God, that's nothing. Oh, that's the little kids. They want to be Guru Dev, even though they're not really qualified or empowered. That's why they fell down like they did, and they never get up. Yeah. Has Rameshwar got up? Has Bhagavan got up back into the seat? Tamal Krishna died a horrible death. And who else? All these other guys. Did they get up? Oh, yeah, one got up. You know who that is? The pedophile Bhagavan. They actually wanted him to live in Mayapur and to be like important person. Yeah, a guy like that. See, that shows you the stature of uh, of these devotees. Yeah, but Hridayananda is here, and he's okay. But if you want to just learn about justice, still mundane subject matters. To each his own, man. I'm not interested in that, and I want students who want to go further. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here? Uh, Gauranga said, "Hey, coward boy, go back home. You obtained a boon, and Krishna gave you his mercy. While walking home, the boy became invested with love of God." All the villagers became overjoyed to see that the cowherd boy had received the mercy of the Lord. Lochan Das happily sings the glories of Gauranga. See, they were happy, but they attain the mercy yet? Not like that. See, he made contact with the Lord. He got purified by that. He served the Lord, did that little service. Yeah, here, drink the milk. See, and he quickly got a result like that. That's what you get. You go to a real spiritual master, you quickly get the result. You start to attain Krishna very quickly without a lot of trouble. But look at all the troubles. Look at the gurus; they can't even attain. But look at a little housewife there, a little housewife and Fanny and Amy's and Shama Sundaris and all making good progress. You know, thousands of times more advanced than these gurus even. Simply because you came to the right place. You saw that Krishna Kshetra. The guy is suffering, man. He's a very unhappy person. Shows in his face. He hasn't found happiness. Doesn't matter. You can cover it up and say, I'm Guru Dev and busy yourself with Zoom calls with all these people there. And they say, oh, Guru Dev, you're so wonderful. He's not looking so wonderful, is he? Yeah. Prabhupada said the face is the index of the mind. See, if you're a, where's the life, man? I don't. It's okay. They don't care. They're looking at my cloth. They're looking at my position, and they think, oh, you're so great. Your position's so high. See, that's called neophyte. They can't analyze according to symptoms and characteristics, or even physiognomy. Like check out the expressions that people have. Or the energy in their body. They think like a limp like this. Wow, he's wow. I've been waiting to meet you. Can I shake your hand? Yeah. No energy in the hand. Barely lifted up. That's what I see with Shamarani. I've been waiting to meet you, Shamarani. Oh, good. I must be important. I don't know what she's thinking. But anyway, it's a sad situation, and that's all. See, because the devotees cannot analyze their situation. These gurus, like her, are neophytes still. They can't analyze, they can't check their friggin' heart. Well, a person, that's what happens when you're really suppressed. You don't even know the condition of your heart. You're suppressed like this, and you walk around like this. I was also, when I was in ISKCON, suppressed, walking around miserable, and I couldn't take it any longer. And they said, listen, if you leave here, you're going in Maya. I said, I think Maya is better than this. Goodbye. I got to go. Can you give me a bus? No, you just get the fuck out of here. We used you up, man. We made millions of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars on you, and you're used up. We don't need you anymore. Let's see you. Goodbye. There's more, in line. Oh, okay. And as soon as I got out the door, boom, my heart opened. And I felt so good. I said, what the fuck's going on here, man? Why do I feel so good? They said I was going to go in Maya and burn in hell forever by leaving the temple and the guru, Tamal Krishna Goswami.
I cannot imagine you with your character, with your knowledge, with your insight, with your chest.
Really repressed. It was really
How
stuffed
could
down
you
there.
stay
Five
there for
fucking
five
years.
fucking years?
Because I didn't know where to go, just like a lot of people. I wanted Krishna, and I loved Prabhupada and Krishna and those books, and I didn't know where to go. I tried going back to my parents actually at one point. It didn't work because it was like, oh God. So I went back to the temple. Sometimes it's like a bad family is better than no family at all, or a blind uncle. The Prabhupada used to say a blind uncle is better than no uncle. So I just toughed it out for another few years. Then I just couldn't take it anymore. And then when I left, then it all, yeah, I found, everything started to work, man. I don't know. Somehow I bought a van. I didn't have any money. I got the van. I forgot how I got it. It was like very magical, you know? And then I drove to California, and started a painting business. No, I worked for a guy with a painting business. Made some money, and went traveling all over the world. That was my vacation. I said, I'm just going to take a trip around the world. I started from scratch, nothing. I had nothing. And I started selling. I was great at the selling paintings, made a lot of money for the guy, and then used it and took a trip around the world, man. And then I was going to go to Vrindavan, but I wasn't in the right mood, and I got my money stolen. I was carrying my bag like this on the train, and they pickpockets went and took everything. Yeah. Yeah, I told Lolita, I'm really looking forward to this adventure. It's like, even, I got a really nice situation here. This house is great. It's like, got great internet, man, 3-story place for cheap price, all utilities included. But I gotta go. I feel, Krishna won't be happy, therefore I won't be happy. When you got to go inside, there is like the Krishna likes to roam, and if I just sit on this, I'll be miserable here. That's me. I don't know about your experience. Everybody's different, but this is me. I just got to get it, and I notice my ecstasy increases and everything when I just go with it, and so yeah, yeah, why everything worked out. The motorcycle sold in like immediately, practically. Just everything arranged, just like boom, 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 boom. The van, I found the van, so when I get back there, I just go pick up the van, and we're on the road. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here? Uh, so you obtained a boon for um, you've attained a boon, and Krishna gave you his mercy. See, his mercy of both. He gave the jewels. See, he gave love of God, and he gave the jewels. Now that ain't bad. Seek the kingdom of God and all that. See, what was the kingdom of God? He did a little service for a devotee. Lord Chaitanya was in the mood of a devotee. That's why he wanted to take the mood, to show that as a devotee, you help a devotee, you serve a devotee, then you get the boon of God. Otherwise, there's no way to get the boon of the transcendental Lord. It comes through the mercy of devotee. By the mercy of Krishna, see, by the mercy of Krishna, the cowherd boy met Lord Chaitanya in the mood of a devotee. He did a little service and got a boon of, some wealth and the real wealth of bhakti. See? Only God can do shit like that. And you will stop in Tucson and get your stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm stopping in Tucson. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to, you see, I have the next day, I stop in Tucson, and then the next day I have to jump on a bus because I got to pay for the van. If I don't, the guy will keep my deposit. So I got to, do that quickly. Yeah. I'll just get, not all the stuff. I'm going to come back actually. I got to go, and register the van in Tucson and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So gradually, Gauranga and his party came to Gaudadesh. After bathing in the Ganges, Krishna's fake wake up. What is that? Can Can you express yourself better? Yeah, I'll stay for a while. I'll just come to Tucson. I'm thinking about going down to the Safford over there for a little bit. Ah, I'll stay around the area. Gradually, Gurunga and his party came to Gaudadesh. After bathing in the Ganges, um, Gaurahari moved on to Radhadesh and stopped in the village of Kulya. Lord Chaitanya thought, as a sannyasi, it is my duty to see the place of my former life. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough here. I'm getting a little bit tired, I think. Yeah, it's also getting. Oh yeah, I got to meet somebody now too. Okay, yeah, I got to meet somebody. Okay, my friends, thank you for coming, everybody, and we'll see you soon.